Ladies and gentlemen, after weeks of diligent research in a task that seemed more difficult than interpreting the Da Vinci Code, I think I may have interpreted what is now known as the Miss SC Code. Check it out. It all began innocently enough with that question about why can't a fifth of Americans locate the United States on a world map? I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so. Okay, hold everything. U.S. Americans, what's that all about? After some research, I did discover that there are non-U.S. Americans. South Americans, Central Americans, and the Canadians in North America. So lo and behold, she was only referring here to U.S. Americans. So she says, U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps. You know what? She's absolutely right. There are many people out there that don't have maps. She's actually exposed something here. But then look how she ties it together with education. I believe that our education... So what she's done is she's tied our lack of maps to education. What she's really saying, what's the SC code really saying here? She goes on, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq. Now we're not just talking about any Iraq here. She's obviously referencing the Iraq. Everywhere, like such as our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Okay, this is big, and when every time an comes along, we know something big's coming. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. And so, in what can only be described as an elaborately encrypted secret message, Miss SC has actually exposed the fact that the lack of geography and the lack of learning enough about the world in our schools has led to problems in other countries, which in turn leads to problems for us. And so the main point of the Miss SC Code appears to be teach more geography as well as the history and cultures of other nations to the U.S. Americans. And this in turn will not only help those other countries, but come back to us, and as she says, we will be able to build up our future for our